Hey y'all, let me tell you how adulting is ghetto. So, I got up this morning, I did my meditation, I read my book, I was doing great, then I fell asleep. So then I was running a little late to get to my kickboxing class. So I walked to the train station to get the metro car, but then I looked like I'm not going to have enough time to get on this bus because the bus is 15 minutes away and I got to get to kickboxing in like 5 minutes. So it's a rare occasion that I have cash. So I get in the green cab, but I was supposed to do the card, but he said cash, pay $12 for that. Um, did my kickboxing class, got there like right in the nick of time. Did my kickboxing class, felt great. I went to the liquor store because I wanted to make my neighbor Miss Harris a cake with her little favorite little liquor, I think E&J. So I got the little bottle, things like that, and I got some wine. So did that, did that on my PayPal. So I'm like, I'm going to Target. I'm like, I need some stuff to bake for my some ingredients for my orders to bake. So I'm going through Target. I go in the little clearance section and see a few shirts that's I see a few shirts that's like, a few dollars, few dollars, and then I go into the section where they have like the what you want to call it? Like the shapers and stuff, and I'm looking at they're not shapers, but I forgot what they're called. Anyway, that's beside the point. So I put all this stuff in my cart. So I'm going into the register and I said, you know what? Let me check my account. My account is a negative $29. I'm like, this is so ghetto. Like, what if I got to the register and I, was declined? So I'm looking like at my statement, and I'm like everything came out like at one time. So we be having these subscriptions and different things that automatically comes out of our account that we really don't check on. We just hope and pray that the money is there and it'll come out. I had a Hulu charge that was way more expensive than my Hulu subscription. So, I had to call them later. So I'm sitting here like, I'm in a negative. So it's like, okay, I do need my baking stuff. So rare occasion, I have cash. So I take out all the unnecessary stuff out my cart and just put the stuff that I need in my cart. I do that purchase. That's about $20. And then I'm like, I got all these heavy bags, but I don't have Uber money because count is in the negative. I probably had another count that had a few dollars in it, but we working with what we working with now. So now I got to get on the bus. Ghetto. So I got to get on the bus. So I had to wait for the bus. I think that was another 15 minutes. I have 2 bags of flour. That's 10 pounds. I have a bag of sugar. That's like 4 pounds. And then I have like 3 confection sugars, which is like 2 pounds each. So on top of butter, eggs, and all that stuff. So heavy. So I'm like, well, I'm doing this kickboxing. I'm strong. So I could do this. So the goal, because I had to go to my local corner store because the owner there wanted to order a cake. So I'm like, okay, how do I get there on my travel? So I said, okay, I'm going to transfer from this Q44 to the 22 bus. So I'm on the bus, I passed the stop to do the 22 bus because this is my life on today. So I went to the stop, got the 4A bus. Well, the 4A bus was going to take another like 20 minutes. So I'm like, oh, well, the eyeglass place is here. I need to untighten this because it was hurting the back of my ears. And so I waited my time there, did the bus, finally get home with all my heavy bags. And then I had to drop those off first, then go put in the cake order. That's $100. So now I got to fix my account and do other things I need to do. But then I got home and what I did was I wrote, these are all my expenses for the month and the dates that they come out. Writing it down is great, but that's not going to help me not be in this situation again. So what's going to help me not be in this situation again is putting alarms in my phone or putting notifications in my phone so that I guess the day before something is due to come out, I will get an alert so then I know, hey, do I have enough money for that to come out, or do I need to move something over? Because you being a negative, now that's a $35 overdraft charge. So on top of your negative, now you're in the overdraft, and this is how we um have bad financial, whatever you want to call it. So I'm like, oh my goodness, like, but this happens often where you forget Hulu's coming out, or you forget Disney Plus is about to come out, you forget whatever subscriptions you got is about to come out, and they do it every month at the same time, and we get caught up every month at the same time. So it's like, okay, so now I'm going through my subscriptions. Now it's like, okay, now I got to figure out what subscriptions should not carry on to January, because how often do I use them? Are they important? Are they helping me? If not, then they got to go. So that will be my next step, is going through the subscriptions before they come out my account this month and decide what needs to be taken off. I think we all should go do that, because even we do the afterpays, the Klarnas, the Affirms, which is where you buy your stuff up front, but then it's like a layaway, you pay it off over time. Those hit you and you be like, oh man, because I think some of those are every 2 weeks, and you be like, it come, and then sometimes your income comes in awkward times that don't coincide with the times that these subscriptions come out. So you have to figure it out. Either you need to be holding money over from one date to another, or we got to figure out a plan so that we don't be in these predicaments. Because today was stressful. It was like, I felt like sick. Like, I'm sitting in Target, like, with all this stuff in my car and no money. That was ghetto. That was really ghetto. And I'm like, you know what? I had to come and talk to my Facebook people about it, because I can't be the only one. I'm pretty sure y'all be going through it too. So I came to give y'all a little bit of tips on how to avoid being like me. Don't be like me. Be better. I think that's it. Talk to y'all later.